Now, how do we know that the succession of 8 kings in Daniel chapter 11 ends with the second coming of Christ? Because of the first 2 verses in Daniel chapter 12. Let's read them. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that slept in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. This is the time of the second coming of Christ. Down here at the bottom of the chart, it says, Christ reigns forever and ever. This 8th king here on the chart is referred to as the vile person in Daniel chapter 11, verse 21, and is the theme of the topic until the end of the chapter in verse 45. On the chart, I refer to the vile person as the 8th king. The 7th king is first mentioned in verse 20. He had just taken power from the 6th king who had suddenly disappeared. The 7th king was known as the riser of taxes, and within a few days of being king, he was destroyed, neither in anger nor in battle. As I had said, the 7th king had just taken over the position from the 6th king. We learn about the fate of the 6th king in verse 19. Then he, the person I refer to as the 6th king on the chart, shall turn his face towards the fort of his own land, but he shall stumble and fall and not be found. The 6th king is the main focus in verses 10 through 19. The 6th king was one of the sons of the king of the north, or as I show on the chart, the 5th king. The king of the north, or the 5th king, is mentioned in verses 6 through 8. And the 4th king is mentioned in verses 2 through 4. And the first 3 kings, plus the 4th king, is mentioned in verse 2. John and Daniel did see the same succession of 8 kings, didn't they?